Hey everyone, I'm Kristin, lifelong Memphian, Orpheum employee, and Broadway super nerd, and welcome to my crib. Once upon a time. Nope, I won't do that. This is my Broadway t-shirt blanket. It's the newest addition to my, Broadway collection. My sister and I get a t-shirt from every show that we see, so obviously it's added up. This was my very first playbill. I went by the stage door. I used to go by the stage door all the time, like here and in New York. I found in an airline magazine, and it's Andy and all his shows. I don't think I'm allowed to call him Andy. It closed on Broadway, but it was a great show starring Andy Carl. But look how cute he is. This is a playbill I bought, like a nerd. You could buy the playbill for the Tony Awards to have with you while you watch, so I had this when I watched the Tonys. So I visited New York City for the very first time when I was 13 years old. My mother's youngest brother, Doug, lives in New York, and he, as a special treat to all his nieces and nephews, he paid for a trip to New York. So that was our first plane ride, our first trip to New York, and then we got to see our very first Broadway show. So I saw my very first Broadway show when I was 13. I saw Hairspray, and it changed my life forever. But that's me, so excited about Hairspray. Look, I'm shaking. Sad day. So obviously my love for Broadway did not begin and end after seeing Hairspray. It was really exciting to come home and realize I could see Broadway shows 20 minutes from my house at the Orpheum. My sister is my Broadway buddy for life.
Very entertaining. It's really fun. I think it got us closer because I started plays because she was in a play and my mom asked if I could be in it. So that's how
audition works.
Exactly. Stage mom.
My brother has had to endure just years and years of lots of singing, lots of Broadway cast recordings on really long road trips. And so he, whether he'd like to admit it or not, knows lots of words to lots of Broadway songs.
When they start singing, I try to plug my ears as best I can or get out of the house. But it's helped me become cultured, I guess you'd say. I've learned a lot about musicals, a little more than I've wanted to, but it's not too bad.
And my mom is a really good sport, because when my sister and I were dabbling in being on stage ourselves, she would drive us all over the place for rehearsals and things like that.
Early on, when they were young, Kristin was under 8 years old, she would be able to remember, she has a great memory, and she would be able to remember songs and choreography, and she would direct her younger brother and sister in productions of plays. It was so much fun. And then, well, especially her sister, her younger sister, so that instilled in her just a great love for Broadway and for shows.
Phantom of the Opera. I want to go middle of the road. I want to go 10. Really? Yes. Is it obvious? Is it so obvious? Does the last name have multiple syllables? Or just one syllable? Is it Sondheim? Yes! Was it successful? No? That's why I thought Spider-Man? Ah! Sad day. Turn off the dark. Thank you for taking a tour of my lovely office space here that I really enjoy. And thank you for listening to my love of Broadway. See you soon. This is Kristin on cue. The shakes, I got the Broadway shakes. Everything makes me nervous. It's fine.